Hey guys, welcome back to Stormworks. Today we are back with our hardcore fishing career mode series thingamabobby, and today we're actually going to be adding an outboard motor to our portable boat right here. Hopefully that will actually be an easy thing to do, so yeah, let's just start building, I guess. Okay, so an outboard motor is going to go on the rear down here somewhere. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm thinking we box this bit off, so we actually delete that. And we shove that into there. We're going to go ahead and shove this guy into here as well. And we're going to go ahead and paint these guys. Bosh, there we go. In fact, that one's going to be red. This is all going to be red. Sure. We then need to box all this off as well. So let's go ahead and do this. Yes. We then need some actual pivots. Yes, we do. So, robotic pivot. Yes. We'll shove this guy onto here like this, but it is going to be a different color. And whammo! There we go. So, if you're wondering what this is, essentially, we need to be able to lift the motor out of the water whenever we need to. So that's what this is for. It'll be able to rotate us forwards, and that should be good. With that being said, let's go ahead and delete these guys. Shove this bit into here, and do this. And there we go. That should give us enough room to actually rotate things without causing issues. Maybe. Okay, so from there, we now need to actually have something that controls the rest of it. So, there it is. That is it right there. Let's go ahead and build the rest of it in pink. If we need to change the colors, obviously we can do that, and that would be easy enough to do, I think. Okay, so instead of adding thingamabobbies to that, just normal blocks, we're going to go ahead and change that into pipage so that we can actually fire our power down the bottom. That's fine. We're then going to go ahead and shove this guy into here like this, and I'm going to go ahead and do this guy right here like this, and then I'm going to do that. There we go. That might seem a little bit strange, but that's how we're going to use the prop, or how we're going to put the prop actually on there. Here we go, just like this. That looks pretty awesome, and I think it'll work. So that's good. Yes. From there, we now need to actually build in the rest of it, so that hopefully that looks good too. You know what, actually, I'm going to delete these two, and I'm going to go ahead and get new pipes. Yes, I'm going to shove this guy so it goes backwards, obviously. This guy's going to go down, and I'm going to leave it like that. Not going to change this one. I actually like the idea of that one being like that, but the rest of it can stay as is, I think. I'm also going to go ahead and do this, I think. Yes, and I'm going to shove that on top of there like that. We now need to actually build an engine up there somewhere. Okay, so let's just go ahead and add some of these guys right here. These are essentially just crankshafts, which is fine. We now need to add engine stuff to that. So the belt drive is going to go on this side, probably like there. And then on this side, we need a clutch. So let's go ahead and shove one of those on the back like this. From there, we obviously need this to go down and into it. So let's do that too. And there we go. So, all of that seems fine to me. Let's go ahead and actually see if this works by getting ourselves some throttle levers and sorting that out. In fact, actually, with this one, we're going to get a switch box straight away and just get that plumbed in so that it works properly anyway. So, shove this guy onto here like this. Very nice. And then we need to shove this guy onto each of these. And then this one needs to be on a button somewhere. So, let's go ahead and have the on value be something like 0.5. There we go, and we'll get ourselves a button. Here we go, toggle button, yes. We'll actually shove that into the floor, maybe? There we go, right there, that's probably fine. I am going to paint that green, and also the color green, there we go, good. And then we can shove that down to there, just like that. This is for lifting the prop. Lifting the prop. Okay, right, so if that's connected to there, that's connected to there, that's connected to there. All we need to do now is give it some electricity and see what happens. Here we go. Electricity for each of you. There's no batteries actually on the boat just yet, so let's get some of those. And we'll shove those in the back. Alright, both sides? Sure, why not? Here we go. We get loads of batteries. Nice. Alright, so spawn this in. Let's go ahead and jump across. And do this. Oh, it wants to go the wrong way. Okay, never mind. Invert it. So instead of 0.5, it's 0. And this one is minus 0.5. There we go. Now it should work fine. Let's try again. Here we go. Boing. Okay, and down. Oh, yeah. Look at that. So when we want it in the water, it goes down like that. When we don't want it in the water, it comes up like this. Okay, that seems fine to me. So now we start with the cylinders. Let's go and attach these guys to here like this, and I'm going to go and shove these guys on the top just like that. We're then going to use these to actually merge them together, I think. So let's go ahead and do that in pink as well. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that actually looks pretty sick. And now we need to do the fuel and also the air and stuff like that. As well as the exhaust, which I think can just go on the back. So let's go ahead and have the exhaust go straight out the back like this. Exhaust. Here we go. I just want to use one of these because I think it'd be fun. There, nice. And then we need the air and the fuel added to that as well. Oh, and some sort of coolant too. Okay, so I'm thinking if we go ahead and attach this to here, we can then add like a thingamabobby to that. That's okay. So this is fuel on this side. On the other side, we're going to do the air one. So let's go over here and do this. Bosh. We then need like a filter, I guess. Air. If we type in air, this should come up right. There we go. So filter's going to go on this one. And on this side, we need a hose connector. That's going to then allow it to connect to a fuel tank. Okay, there we go. So far, so good, I think. We're also going to need a gearbox too. So I'm going to go ahead and shove a gearbox straight into this. And in fact, I will add 2. There we go. So the first one is going to do the gears to begin with, 3 to 1. And this one is going to do the ratio when we want to turn it to a reverse. Okay, cool. Alright, so I do want it to look a little bit nicer than this anyway, so let's go ahead and do these types of dealios right here. That seems awesome. And then we do need to add all of the stuff around the front of this as well. So we're going to need a starter, obviously. We're then going to need probably an alternator. Let's go ahead and shove one of those on the bottom. Just like this. Actually, wait. Maybe it could go on the side. 2 alternators? Yeah, sure, why not? And then, obviously, a coolant thingamabobby would be pretty good too, which is one of these. Will it fit is the first question, and the answer is yes. And now we need it to actually go through a manifold, which I'm not sure we can do. I really don't know if that's even possible. But what I'm thinking, maybe, is we delete that, we shove this guy... Ooh, hang on. Delete that, shove this guy in here like... like this, there we go, delete this one. Put that guy there, pointing downwards, which is our hose connector. We then get a manifold. There we go. I think this goes on here like this. Yeah? Maybe? Does that go on a cylinder? I think it does. Yes. We then have to connect all this together. So if I go to pipe. We can go straight out of the thingamabobby into there. There we go. Good. We then need some sort of radiator somewhere. I don't know where that can even go. And there we go. So I'm thinking this is how we do it. I do think this bit looks a little bit strange. In fact, it looks very strange. But if that's how it works, then that's how it works. So it's connected through the manifold, all the way around the top, over the top, and back into the radiator. The radiator then goes backwards into the pump, and that should work out fine. Also, this is actually on show, so again, that should work pretty good too. Is that it? Is that all we need to do? Maybe. Okay, so let's go ahead and get ourselves a bit of a thingamabobby, I can't speak right now, fuel tanks. Let's go ahead and fill all this in right here. Fill this in across the top, just like that. And we do need to do the rest of it up there as well, which actually is... Nah, it's not fine. It's not fine. We need to delete all of these and shove all this in. There we go. I will have to go around painting all of this as well, but yeah. For now, let me go ahead and add a fuel tank. We'll add the microcontroller to control this, and then we'll see if we can actually get it moving. And here we go. So I haven't actually put the microcontroller on yet, but let's go ahead and jump across. And yeah, this boat is a little bit unstable with me on it, but that's okay. So this does actually go down in the water, and it lifts back up as well. I do think we should maybe counter how much this lifts, but that's fine. Also, make it a little bit slower as well. It'll be okay. But yeah, I actually really like the way this is going so far. We do need some stability, so it would be nice to have some like rudders and stuff mounted sideways to maybe limit that. Yeah, okay. Let me add a microcontroller and we'll test this thing out. Okay, is everybody ready to actually test this thing out? So let's go ahead and jump on board the boat. Go ahead and drop this down into the water. It does it very slowly now because I've actually increased the gear ratios on these pivots. Let's go ahead and turn this thing on. Okay, engine is running. Very nice. And now let's try and move. Okay, it wobbles about a bit, which is weird. I don't know why it does that. But, in theory, it sort of works. Oh yeah, no, it wobbles a lot, actually. However, it is actually fully working, so... Do we forgive it? I don't know. I need to put a clamp on this as well. I really need to put a clamp on that. Okay, so let's do that first. Clamp, yes. I'm going to go ahead and shove this inside of here somewhere if I can fit it. There we go. Oh, that doesn't work. Nope. 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 Hey, there we go. Right, so connect this to there. And then connect this to A and D. Yep. And then in the clamp, we're going to have like minus... min value is going to be like minus 0.4. And then 0.4 is going to be our positive number. Then off we go again. Yeah, so if I do this, by the way, I don't know what's interacting, but something is interacting. Let's try and turn it real quick. Hold on. Alright, so turning it without the engine on actually works fine. Turn it the other way. It's very slow, but it seems to work fine as well that way. Okay. Interesting. Once I turn the engine on, and I throttle up a little bit, and then I start trying to move, yeah, it goes all weird. Look at it, it like bounces around. But it is working. So do we think that's okay? Probably, question mark? I don't know. I feel like that's probably fine. I do need to increase the speed because it is a bit weird to drive. But other than that, this is kind of cool. It totally works. So I would say that like is fine. We are going to have some issues with it. So what I'm thinking we do is we actually increase the height of this. So we grab all of this, all of that. There we go. All the way on the other side as well. Good. Including this. Oh, I can't really include that guy because we're going to end up picking up the floor. So if I cut this and I move everything upwards by 1. There we go. And then I grab this by itself and I cut that and move it up by 1. Paste that there. And then we merge these guys together. That's awesome. If I then connect this together as well by using one of these and do this and do something on here as well, I guess. There we go. I don't really like the fact that I've had to lift it up, but we'll see if that actually helps at all. Because it could be that it doesn't help, but I think it will. Let's go ahead and spawn it in again. And see what happens. So, if I turn the engine... Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is going on now? I feel like it's worse. I feel like it's literally just got... Oh, it's not actually connected. I was going to say. Alright, merge this with this. It's because they were very similar colors. Anyway, that's all fine. Let's go ahead and change the speed back on this one. So it's back to that. There we go. And it's going to be 1.8. Alright, here we go again. Maybe actually if I change the physics detail as well, that's probably a good idea. Let's go on medium for now and see what that does. Alright, here we go. So put that in the water. It's very slow to lower it, but that's okay. Start the engine, throttle up. There we go, and let's drive. Yeah! Alright, it wobbles a little bit. It needs inverting, but it is actually somewhat fine. Yeah! Okay, sick. I'm really pleased with this. So, let's go ahead and see if this will actually fit on the boat trailer. Okay, so there it is in its current situation. Obviously, you guys can see these fin rudders will need to move, but it does still sort of fit on the boat. It is in a bit of a strange situation where it doesn't want to fold up right now, and I'm not sure why, but maybe it's too heavy. Ooh, I don't know. In fact, let's go ahead and get rid of these guys for now. I'll go ahead and fill this guy back in really quickly. And yeah, I guess we can increase the speed on these. Let's go to like 5. Yeah, 5 and 5. Go! So it'll drop down, but that will actually lift up, which is awesome. We then obviously need to do this, which is also awesome, and it totally fits in there. That is sick. Yeah, I'm actually really pleased with how this has actually turned out. So, for now, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.